Has Norway managed to build many cities this week? Moondoggy. Much better than they did last week, Moondoggy. In fact, for a minute it looked like they weren't doing too much, but they did get themselves into a monumentality run previously, which they're not in one now, but they got one into earlier, and they were able to spam some cities out. So they're all the way up the coast here. They took over Candy, poor Candy. Interesting play down here. They have Corny. Okay, so here we go. Corny's got some action going on this coast. You can see Norway. They put one city over here. They're probably trepidatious about it, and you can see why. The Caravel fleet and the generals are in business. The walls went up, so I'm not sure what impact that'll be, but they almost had the city when the walls went up. We'll have to see if they can get that finished with these two. My guess is he swings this Caravel out and he swings this one in and hopefully gets a hit. Dramatic ages. No, dramatic. This is Civ 6 CWC Civ World Cup semi-final multiplayer action. The best the world has to offer as far as multiplayer players go. Semi-final number 1. TBD versus PP Patrol. There's so much action, I'm getting frozen on one. I wanted to get up here and see. Okay, so he's kind of backed off there. He's going to need to back out. Yeah, he's going to need to just take a deep breath there. This city flipped again. He's going to have to retake it. He's trying to take Mitla, but he's going to have to come back and get it. And this city is just holding on. Any more settler plans? No, he's monument. I want to see him get a little bit wider still. Is that a snow city-state? There's two. Yeah, this is a completely snow city-state. Pop 2, -1 growth. Ha 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 ha. Dang. And even this one, Bologna's not doing much better. That's hilarious. Yes, 2 of the top 4 teams. But in general, the CWC is the best that there is to offer. More wonder spamming coming out of Germany, and where is it? I don't see it. Am I blind? I'm obviously blind. Oh, there it is out there. They just got it started, and they're gonna have it in 5 turns. Crazy. Why would Mole go for militia? Oh, Mitla. They just wanted to destroy it so that they couldn't have it. It's just denial. They just wanted to destroy Mitla so that Korea didn't have access to a science city-state. Because they know that they're going science, right? So if they've got Mitla and they've got the envoys in them, they're getting more science. So yeah. I was wondering when you said militia. I read that as militia. I'm like, did they put a new unit in the game? Okay, so he did move the fleet in. It did some damage to the walls without taking much damage of its own. I'll be curious to see if there's a defense for this. This city might go down. Be seeing how that works. Like, he's got to get crossbows up. He's got to get crossbows up because the Keshig, I think I saw Keshig. Yeah, the Keshig's coming. If he doesn't get crossbows up, like, this city is probably toast. 2 more on the way. I don't see a play. I don't see a play at all. Now, interestingly, though, Korea is on their way with a little bit of help. A couple of knights and a Hawacha up in the north will make short work of these damaged horsemen. So it's possible that he could send just enough help to hold off, but he's going to need to send the Hawachas versus the Keshigs would actually be an interesting battle. But I don't know if Korea is going to want to invest a whole lot on the east end when they're having so much luck in the west end, as you can see. Crossbows will help, but like I said earlier, you can see how much damage these Hawachas do. And he's got 3 here and a 4th coming healthy. These 2 got to clean up before they get back in the battle. He's doing a little bit of scouting with his scientist, and it's just going to get pooped back here for health anyway, so he's okay with that. Or actually, it went back here, but yeah. Very interesting stuff. Is there anything else I'm missing? It's interesting watching the Norway map, eh? The Norway map like this. So there goes the walls with the Huacha. He's only got the 1 melee unit, but it is a musketman. That will... Next turn, the city's probably theirs. Because I don't see a counter, to be honest with you. I don't see a counter move, like, to come in here. There's no way that they stop these 4 Huachas from taking the city down to nothing and the musketmen walking in. I don't see a counter, and I think all these guys have moved this turn. I don't think there's a last move potential. Did he last turn that? He did. He last turn hit it, and he'll first turn hit it. He's going to have that city, I think. I really do think he's going to get that city. He'll burn it. Look at that. These walls barely tickled him. And he moved. He did some he did some last. Oh no, this is first. Okay, we switched over. He one-shotted that guy. That guy got one-shotted. The scout. Huacha in here, and he's safe, so he can move in the damaged Huacha there. Did they all get their shots off? They must have, because the musketman shot. Hey, maybe I thought he was going to take the city that turn, but he didn't. Got knights coming in here. He is Korea making a military push with all that science. Over here, the Keshig's on the way. The support in here is going to be very valuable. Some of these higher promoted horsemen, they need to get dealt with. So maybe a little bit of help with the general. He can get a little bit of work there. If he can keep these guys from this flank, and he can cover this flank, he can just stay alive. Because it's unbelievably important from the perspective of PP Patrol to keep these guys in the game for the purposes of Congress. Because if Congress, because if they lose these guys, then they don't have their diplomatic flavor accumulating every turn, right? And then they won't be able to vote, and then diplomatically, they'll get controlled.
And
yeah, they'll get controlled.
Victory thing, not to mention if there's like plus range strength or like those kind of combat things to decide, or you know, the ones too that you can do with city states and stuff, right? Like there's all sorts of things that you definitely want to take advantage of, and they'll have their way with it if PP Patrol doesn't keep them in.
Yeah, interesting here that Mapuche, or maybe they did that with a general. Did they have the general that makes a core? Maybe because they made a core on their archer, and they still haven't gotten crossbowmen. They're still waiting to get machine. And of course, right now they're struggling. They don't even have a campus. Their science is ridiculous, so they're desperately trying to get to crossbowmen, and currently are making 6 science a turn. So it's just they've really been hemmed in here. They had a rough day, and this they just took the city back again. I wanted to keep an eye on here. This city keeps healing, but I think this Caravel fleet is going to take the city in a couple of turns, because he can actually back out. He might get a promotion and be able to back out, promote, while the Caravel over here.
Are you looking at the Caravel right now, Norm?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. That's what happened.
The Caravel fleet.
No, I clicked on the wrong Twitch thing, because you know how I opened up Agathes?
Oh, okay.
When I came back, I had his screen, so it wasn't like...
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind. We're all good. I thought I wasn't live for you for a second, but...
So it's close. He switched them out. He had the that's why I was wondering why he hadn't eaten this fish, and he kept it so that he could come over and eat it with this one. So he had the fleet come over, eat the fish for health, and then have this one come in and take a shot, and then next turn that city's toast.
Yeah, he's gonna hit it with the fleet.
Yeah. Oh, the Zhong's on the way. Zhong, nice. Baby. Oh, this is going to be fun. Naval battle coming up, boys. Everybody get themselves ready for a naval battle. This is going to get interesting. Yes, so... Just trying.
How's Norway doing tech wise? Like, I don't know if you covered it when I was gone. Like, just like as far as their naval techs, I that's all I mean. Like,
they're 6 turns on cartography.
Okay.
At the moment. So they did take Antium. I walked away to see the naval stuff.
Yeah, that's what
I had a feeling it was going to be. Yeah, I had a feeling they were going to be able to grab
that. Is that I saw the city fall, but you were talking about a naval thing, and I'm like, wait a second. That's what clued me in.
Yeah. Zhongs are mercenaries in base game.
Oh, they are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good to know. Because I was thinking they were square rigging still and just replaced it.
Coliseum in 2 turns. Sorry I missed that takeover. That sucks. Sorry, guys. I want to see if the city goes down next turn here. It'll be fast if it does.
Oh, yeah, so Norm, you know how I was telling you that my dog Shadow's too smart, like, and I had to like baby gate my cupboards and my fridge and stuff like that, and like how he can escape like by climbing over the car.
Yeah.
In the backyard. Yeah, well, so I went out there just in time because I had like jerry rigged something up where I thought I had him completely where he couldn't get out. Well, he figured out a hole in my plan. He literally pulled down a ladder with his paw, and when I went out there to let him in, he was on top of the car. And if I hadn't have gone out right at the second that I did, wow. Yeah, I would have been out looking for my dog. He's too smart for his own good.
So close. He's turning around. So this is a big. So it's funny how the game ebbs and flows. If Rome doesn't find out a play to defend Greece getting wide, Greece getting this wide
or
will
Korea,
be.
You mean?
Sorry, Greece. Obviously, Korea. Sorry, I don't know how I got that in my head. If Korea makes a play to get this wide and Rome can't stop them, that is a big science play.
It's
don't
huge.
Kid yourself at all.
It's huge.
Now they're going to want to watch their back door here. Germany could maybe come over and help. There's a little bit of a standoff here in the pass, but if they're not careful, they will be vulnerable on the south because Russia obviously can come from the south, and then obviously if this battle ever ends,
and their Cossacks unlock military science, right?
Let me double check. Yep, military science.
So that's coming up pretty quickly too, because he's already going into gunpowder and stuff, so it's not too far off. 1 turn away from gunpowder.
So this city will be dead. There's no way they can save this city. So this is the width that Korea gets to have here, because they were kind of stuck on 5, right? And it's like, where do they go? Over here is dangerous. Down here is Germany. This is crap. Where do you go? Well, they answer the question.
Falcon had an idea.
They go to Rome is what they do. They forward settle Rome on this volcano, and then they Hawasha push them. And
it's so interesting to see this happen too. You know,
it is, yeah. And it's interesting, like,
and then you see it happen before your eyes.
Yeah, and it's interesting that like Rome had to know that the Hawasha push was coming, but didn't seem ready for it. So maybe it was just a little bit faster than even they thought they could get it.
Unless they didn't see it coming, they thought they were just like we did. That they were just going to kind of like tech up and push the science for their team, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cotton says hello to you, Norm, in chat. Hello back, Cotton. And Spencer, thanks for giving me the heads up. He also in my chat told me that Zhong is a culture unlock. And James Tucker asked, can we check the Norway battle?
Yeah.
When we have a chance?
The city's gone. Yeah. The city's
like
gone. I knew it was gone next turn. Yeah. He moved his berserker out, and
so now he's completely safe again, naval-wise, because until they can get up to the well, they do have cartography now because he's working on square rigging. So now he has free reign of the sea.
Yeah. So this, so basically, this will basically remain unsettled really for a while. I mean, he could potentially forward settle, but there's plenty of room around the south. The naval battle will ensue, no doubt.
It'll happen for sure. But look at Norway's pushing on Germany's doorstep on Frankfurt.
No. That's their same team.
Oh, are they?
That's
oh,
Candy.
okay,
They
yeah.
took over Candy a while back. I actually made the comment. I was wondering why they did it because I would have thought Germany would have liked to have had Candy for themselves. But oh, and a city. There was a city state here that they must have killed, and then Munster settled a city of their own. They must have, because there wasn't there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm trying to think now.
I couldn't say for sure.
God, I could have swore that this space was occupied. Maybe it was just Candy city state there, and then they got taken, and this was open. Maybe. But yeah, Germany got another city wider. Russia got a little wider here. They just got flooded. 4, 8. They're 9 wide. The battle continues in the north. Of course, this city got deleted, as we know. And
there's Kashik too.
Yeah, so the Keshigs, I was mentioning earlier where you're going. The Keshigs have come online. And I was saying what really Korea needed to bring some help over to keep this back door open, and they did, and it was effective. There was, I want to say, 4 or maybe even 5 horsemen over here that were all level 1, level 2, and I only see one of them now. The 2 knights and the Hawacha made short work of them, and yeah, unless maybe one of them or 2 of them. No, they were level 1 and level 2, and I think
he only has a couple.
Yeah, this is the last one left. He probably got a little bit of help over here as well. But yeah, anyway, they fought over the city on the Wonder. The Wonder, they ended up taking it and killing it in a back and forth. But they fought over the city, and Korea won it. Ears are good. Trade routes. Yeah, I mean that's a point. But if they'd have taken Candy, then they could have trade. They still could have trade routed. Like, in fact, if anything, Germany owning Candy here would have given them access to more cities to trade with. Versus now they have to go through Candy and go out, right? So if they own this, then they would be able to start the trade routes here. You're right though; it's a possibility. But I would have thought Germany was so squeezed for space. They were obviously stuck by these mountains, so they couldn't even get east of their capital. And so they were kind of stuck on like just squeezing in like half a dozen, 7 cities. They're going to get another one up here. So I would have thought they wouldn't want that just for width. Keshig flank. These knights will come in and help. The Hawacha will be helpful as well. The Hawacha will be a nice counter to the Keshigs, although it would be nice if there was more than one of them. So only a dining room chair. That sucked. Had to load up pillows on top of it to sit on it. Eventually had to buy a nicer. Oh yeah.
I really did that. Like with that computer chair, it was so bad that I didn't use it after like the first month, and I literally was sitting on a wooden chair with a couch a pillow for my couch, and then another one for my back. Like one for the ass and one for my back on a wooden chair was more preferable than this $300 piece of junk that I bought.
Yeah.
Like I won't say the name brand, but like never ever again.
So 4 knights popping out of Germany right there. They'll probably be able to core those up. It'd be interesting to see what their play is. They might be looking to provide. You can see here they've actually strung together some cities up through the city-states in here. They might be interested in creating a flow of knights into Aquilia. But yeah, Rome is getting run over. They clearly did not see this. Well, and this saw it coming to some extent, but they didn't see it coming enough.
Just couldn't deal with it, more or less. Like even if they did see it coming.
Caravel Central, 7,
ready and
make it 9 down at the southern peninsula here.
And I believe Norway has stronger melee units in this, right? Or is it just cheaper? Is it half production?
Oh, they have production bonus, but they don't have a bonus towards their melee strength.
Okay,
but yeah, these caravels, they're trying to do damage on Preslav, but they don't see this coming. What do we got over here? Settler on the way. So it looks like they are going to try to settle down this coast, and they could potentially provide some land support to a naval invasion later. Zhang here. Looks like he's been mostly simming out. He's got his shipyard coming online. Settler, and a settler in the sea. So he's looking to get wider. Another shipyard here. But interestingly enough, I don't see a lot of boats. He's got a couple quadrants here that he can upgrade. Another galley here. He's going to want to get down there and get to work on support. Because this guy right here, oh man. This could be trouble. This thing could get encircled and destroyed. Level 3 promoted core caravel sitting out there looking dangerous. Hawatches wearing Rome down. I mean, I don't honestly. Where's the units? I think it's over. Like it's just they just had no ability to get enough units online. There's way too many tiles not improved. Like, I do not like the look of all this green land without mines on it. Like, look at all this. They did not do nearly enough simming when they had the chance. And I just don't think that Atomic I mean, like I said earlier, he must have known that the Watchers were coming, but he just maybe didn't know they were coming this fast. Just not enough good tiles. I mean, he's got all of this, obviously, but, like, I mean, you got to have this worked. Like, this city's working 2 tiles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has maybe, well, they don't count that, really. 5 good tiles to work, and then he's working 2 2s and 2 1s in this city? Trying to get muskets out? Feels unacceptable to me. I don't know. I think it feels unacceptable. Yeah, so Germany's gotten quite wide. They've gone all the way up to Korea's border. Korea's like, yeah, sure, come ahead. I got all kinds of room to the west, buddy. You come and settle up nice and close. Yeah, and then Duracortorum is gonna feel the pain here. They've actually been ensconced. We should take a look at the Mapuche front again. This city right here, Puel Mapu, has changed hands at least 10 times, I think. But every single time, Mapuche gets it and then loses it. A lot of intense battles. Oh. I'm nervous for Corny here. Interesting to see what happens here. Why has Russia not punched Korea in the back? They're letting Rome get... Yeah, I know. They are actually coming here now. And I mentioned actually maybe 3-4 turns ago that Korea's going to need to watch their back end. They don't even have walls up. And it looks like they are coming. Bombards and knights and crossbows. They have put together an arsenal. And it's a good question. Why is Russia letting this happen? And looks like they're going to let a couple coursers probably. Coursers coming online. But yeah, and then Germany is also saying, hey, don't count me out. They spammed out 4 knights in these 4 cities earlier. They're spamming out another 4. And my guess on destination was correct. They're sending them straight up through this pathway they created with their cities, and they're just about ready to come popping into Aquila. And this is going to fall long before Russia can do. Now Russia could potentially do some damage in here, but it's tough terrain to get through. And they know it's coming. Probably this scout can see what's going on a little bit here. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, Russia can have Cossacks pretty soon, probably. Let's take a closer look at that. Tech. They're on ballistics. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. I just want to double check here. Military science. I wanted to check the text tree. Military science. What did I just say they were on? Ballistics, right? So ballistics is right here. So I'm not sure if they have siege tactics or not. I could take a quick look. Everybody hold your breath. So yeah, they're about 8 turns. They're going for their field cannons so they can get their cursors online as well. And then they'll be able to go to military science if they want. 7 turns on the era. Yeah, you're right. It's still probably like Rome is in trouble. They're still haven't got the walls up here. Did they take? I don't know. They haven't quite, but they're going to take this next turn probably.
Did Under the Gun get a settler out when Korea came over there?
So Under the Gun over here.
Yeah, the Mapuche. Okay, they did.
Yeah, they got a settler out. Yeah, they're actually looks like they're going to try and resettle this maybe. I think they feel probably confident they can keep the capital now that these knights in the Hawacha are here. So yeah, it looks like they're comfortable keeping him in the game. Dark Ages across the board on PP Patrol. TBD looks like Corny can probably get his golden. He's got 6 turns to go. And then Dark Ages across the board are on the way.
So maybe those other ones weren't intentional.
Well, thing is it on online speed. If things don't work out, it's not as easy to get. It's not all that easy to get
error score, especially when you're in battles and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I just assume that Rage would have got it. You know what I mean? Like, because he's the one that has like.
Yeah, he's free reign right now. Well, he ended up normal, eh? He ended up normal, so he wouldn't have gotten heroic anyway.
Yeah.
Korea is in their golden age. They're jumping down to dark. Mapuche ended up in a dark, as well as Germany and Rome and Mongolia. So yeah, so that's just, and then actually Corny actually missed his dark age last time. He's in a normal, so he's not going to be going heroic at all. He's going to be going just a regular golden. Well, I'm assuming he can get it. He's got 6 turns still. 5 turns.
Yeah, only 4 left to go. It's doable for sure. 6 turns.
Yeah. I'm sure he's got a plan.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a safe assumption to make.
Yeah, you can see Russia's put together an army because he's running negative gold. And, yeah, here comes the walls. I was going to say, I just got finished saying Korea hasn't got walls on their back end. They might want to think about doing it.
But still, Ancient isn't going to cut it.
Oh, yeah, no. But it gets a start, right? They hadn't even started.
It's something, yeah.
And I was going to say, the Knights are on the warpath coming up here from the south. But they might want to consider sending the next round of Knights popping out over here just to protect this. Because the Korea might be just like, I don't have anything on the go here to protect me. I've got a cursor standing across the river from a whole mountain of trouble. And he's going to want to get some units in here. He's not going to want to lose that city. Not that it's an amazing city, but it's.
And can you check the Great Admirals to see who got the +3 power Great Admiral?
Admirals instantly creates ironclad unit. Forms an armada. Norway got the forms an armada, and Corny got instantly creates ironclad. +1 sight went to Corny.
Yeah, never mind. Don't wait.
I don't see it. +3 combat strength for all naval units went to.
There we go, to Norway. And yeah, so there you go. Rage will definitely enjoy that. Not to mention with his armada.
Yeah, he's got his armada down here. It's going to be very interesting. I would imagine that.
Or no, because the armada went to Rage, right, from Norway, not to Corny. Corny got the fleet, didn't he?
Did he get? What did I just say?
That armada and Corny on his caravel.
Oh, did he? I know that the fleet went to. What did I just say now? It's going to drive me nuts.
Yeah. Okay. So it's Norway who got the armada. At least that's how you read it.
Yeah, that was what I said. Yeah. Yeah, they got the armada and the +3.
Yeah. So I would assume they're probably going to wait for a frigate for that, but maybe not.
Yeah, who knows?
But because they're pretty close to square rigging.
Yeah, they might want to do that. But yeah, I'm not sure with the Zhong is the. I would have thought that he would have been pushing more Zhongs out and trying to be. I'm not sure because the Zhong goes to battleship and the battleship is the play. I don't know.
Yeah.
Over here. Oh, so it looks like. Yeah, it looks like the settler. I don't know where it is. He's gonna try and hide in the mountains, I suppose.
Probably up by the city states.
Yeah, maybe go hide. Just go literally hide right next to Bologna up in these mountains. The
look at that little builder there from Mongolia to keep an eye out up near the north, near the ice caps.
Oh yeah, he's up there just hanging out, wanting to know what's happening. But yeah, he's gone to cuirassiers. His knights are now cuirassiers over here, so that's going to be tough to push through. He has lost the Hawacha though. Looks like he got flanked. The Hawacha might have got flanked. I'm not really sure. He's finally getting an encampment up. That encampment sitting on that corner is going to be very valuable.
Is it medieval walls yet, or are they still ancient? In this one here?
Those are ancient.
Yeah. So like I still think that this is like it's a done deal. Like two cuirassiers can't hold back like 8 or 10 of those Kashyyyks.
We'll see.
Yeah.
6 and 6. 12 wide for Russia versus 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 wide for Germany. And now Korea is 3, 6, 9 wide with the taking of these cities. This will make them 10 wide. This will make them 11 wide, and they've just taken Rome. I missed it. I did not think they were that close to taking it. I thought they were another city. I thought they were going to turn away. Damn it!
Yeah, that science is there, amazing too.
Yeah, the science is insane, and
I can't believe that Rome hasn't like sent it scurrying. I guess it wouldn't be far. Yeah, that would make sense. It's not like it would go too far. But prior to Rome being taken, if they would have like moved over to that scientist that heals all their units, but I guess they're not even using it really at this point, right?
They're nobody standing still for a turn to do it.
There you go. He got rid of it with his musket, but
this one's inevitable, so he's just like doing it last, basically. Oh, he actually popped a musket in there. Those German knights going up the west side are coming in too late. It's true. It's true. I think Germany, in fact, they actually retreated. They've actually come back. So we've been following these German knights up through the mountains, thinking he was going to sneak in the back door, and this has become inevitable. Rome, if anything, is going to want to be getting an escape settler out the door. I don't know if they have. It doesn't look like they have. They're going to want to get a settler out the back door, and where it would go, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Maybe just like it's eventually going to have to settle somewhere, and I don't know where it could possibly go. I don't think there's a play. And yeah, so it looks like the knights aren't going to be needed. So these knights have come back south.
Yeah, look, he left a horseman up there to watch for the settler.
Even
like Ben has a horseman sitting there perched by Rome's only city or whatever, his farthest city, just waiting for the settler to come out. No, to the south a little bit more. Sorry. Oh
yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's a horseman here. Sorry, you say the names, and I'm not really paying attention to the names. I'm just paying attention.
It's easier for me because you're controlling everything, and I'm just looking at their name before I say it, right?
Yeah.
So that's one advantage of not having to control things.
So Rome and I've been taking it. So it's basically like this is going to be ball game. It's not like over here where they've miraculously found a way to hold off.
And Germany's knights too are coming. Like he has a second round of knights, like you were talking about there originally. Like you're like, oh, Germany might want to reposition his knights to come in to block Russia.
Yeah,
it looks like he has a second squadron going to.
The second squadron is doing exactly that, and it looks like they just weren't interested either. Like they kind of stepped up here, and now they stepped back. Like they're just not quite interested on making that push. Maybe they're waiting for their Cossacks.
they've also simmed up enough too that they're getting ready to defend themselves or like to double.
Yeah, they've actually, in fact, Corny's actually got the highest science in the game, and right now, interestingly enough, with Germany is actually making the culture play against Russia. They knew somebody had to do it. He's been building some some wonders. Got the Coliseum up, and he's got
Gardens, I think, right?
Hanging Gardens and Great Bath. He's got theater squares on those. What's this? Oh, commercial. Okay, so he's got the plays here, and so he's got theater squares going all over those, which is good. He's got his 22 Hansa there, 18 Hansa there, 12 there, and 14 there. So he's got lots of production, and the districts are going down. It's going to be it's funny, we've been talking all this time about the potential for Mapuche to fall and give the disadvantage on the World Congress stage, and then now it's like he's hanging in there like a trooper, and Rome is going to be the one to fall, it looks like.
But those coursers did have to pull back from the Keshigs too, which now that they're a little bit further back there.
Yeah.
But either way, like nobody, like, or at least we didn't. Maybe the players did, but we definitely didn't see Korea taking Rome before Mapuche.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I mentioned it. Like, I mentioned it when he did the forward settle. I'm like, if he can get his, I wasn't sure how close he was, but I was like, if he can get his Hawachas up, he can do some damage, and he did exactly that. He forged a path right through Rome. Rome wasn't built in a day, but it certainly has fallen today. That's for sure. Can't we see the players' planification ping? Oh, you mean like where they're planning to do stuff? Bromsey, what's up? What's that?
I don't know if that guy's talking about map pins, maybe.
Yeah, so I was wondering if he's talking about map pins. We can't see map pins. No.
I mean, Tasha on my end says Russia should have been attacking to keep Rome from falling.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I completely agree.
Coming in. Now they are coming.
Yeah, there are some Russian units coming, but Russia was way too late to put pressure on Korea.
For sure. And now with the cursors and the knights on the other side, like, I think Korea's backside is definitely taken care of.
Yeah, there's a bunch of knights flying through. The walls are up. They'll be able to continue to build more walls. Their capital. They're actually running projects to get more generals, but they'll be able to throw the walls up in one turn in the capital. So yeah, although the bombards will make short work of those. So it'll be interesting. Yeah, the knights are going to have to come in to defend. Financially, there's not a lot of money floating around, so it's not like they could buy a lot. Norway's actually got some serious coin going. This game has got a long ways to go.
It sure does. That's what's great about this, is that, like, it's so balanced that, like, just when you think one team's taking the advantage, now look at, like, over the course of this one era, like, the other team has fought back, where now it's like both teams have one player that's kind of neutered at this point, and it's more or less 3 versus 3 now.
Yeah. So the crossbowmen have come online from the Mapuche, so that's going to make a big difference in their defenses, and I'm sure they're doing as much as they can to push towards.
I'm surprised that Genghis hasn't chopped out like catapults into like bombards.
Yeah, it's an interesting play.
There you go. It's coming Aksu.
Oh yeah, he does have a catapult finally coming online, and actually somebody just mentioned in my chat. This is the play on as that Mongolia put together from the very beginning of the game. They were spamming archers like turn 7, and then they spammed horses by turn 12. They chopped out like 8 horses and just started attacking, and they have been nothing but just go, go, go. They didn't stop to build campuses or theater squares or commercial hubs or anything. They're just like, they've just been spamming units, and yeah, pressure. The knights are moving in here. They finally went ahead and took this. Sorry?
Oh, never mind. Oh, I was just don't worry about it. You already scrolled past it. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I was just going to ask what building that the Mongols are finishing. That I think it was their government plaza building, but
yeah, it's Warlord's Throne.
okay, that's late. Holy.
Yeah, well, that's what I said. They just haven't bothered, right? They're just like, units, go.